everybody. Now, normally when I get together with Russell, it's usually a very busy exhibition stand. He's usually got customers waiting, and as you know, contractually we have to harass him. But today we've taken a different approach. Today we're actually going to harass him in his office. So, Russell, I've known Hammond Enclosures a long time. Good company, nice enough people, a vast array of products. But really, Hammond, you're just about supplying stock product, aren't you?
No, simply put, it's one of our strings, if you want to think of it that way. Many customers do just require one or two pieces of a standard enclosure, and part of our sales setup, if you like, is that we support a vast network of distributors all across the world that can supply any number of pieces from their stocks or joint ventures that they do with us from our stocks. So if customers do require one or two pieces of a standard product, then yes, it's easily available to them. But our market is not just that maintenance and repair, prototyping, early phases of production. We also deal with production quantities. So for those, again, available through our distribution partners or from ourselves, we hold huge stocks. The stock, we've recently refurbished our site in the UK in Basingstoke. We've increased the capacity we've got here. We've taken on a further unit. We now have 3 units of stock, meaning we can supply more of our products. We've got now a broader range and a deeper range. So we're holding more parts. That backed up for us by the stocks that are produced by our Canadian head office and the production sites we have in Canada. So we can pull from there. We have regular shipments coming over. So yeah, if customers just require one piece, we've got a number of outlets that they can go to and they can get those one pieces. What we're finding more and more now is people are, as I said, that's the pre-production, the prototype phase, the try it out, the Dremel it out on the kitchen table to prove the concept works. Then they come back to us and say, right, now we're getting to the stage now we're going into our production phases. We need to be buying a component rather than a box which we need to now modify. So now more and more we're through our distributors or directly with ourselves. We're dealing with customers who want to now take this production part and turn a standard base enclosure into the enclosure for their particular application. So here in Basingstoke, we've got a big machine shop. We've, as I said, recently refurbished it. They've got a beautiful new setup now. We've got CNC machining centres, small and large. We've got print room with digital printing in it. We can still mould using the factories in Canada. We can mould in different colours. So we can customise these parts, these standard parts, into the production part that could be ultimately either delivered to the customer's production or through to a contract manufacturer for assembly. It takes the headaches away for them in terms of the logistics of taking those parts and getting them modified and manufactured. It takes away the scrap allowances, it takes away the lead times, and we can deliver the parts straight to them as a component ready to use. And that's now become our secondary, the major part of our business really is that secondary phase. So the first phase is producing the parts for the productions, for the prototypes, for the early stages of the production, and then moving that on into a production phase. And that is all backed up. From our point of view, our support to the customer is having that stock around us. It's something we pride ourselves on. It's a big investment as a business to have that much inventory.
I was just going to say though, Russell, couldn't you cut costs? Couldn't you have drop your stock right down, hold less stock? Wouldn't that save the company money?
Yeah, it probably would do. I would say it would probably have an impact on the sales opportunities. But yes, absolutely, we could. I mean, if you talk about return on investment as far as inventory is concerned, inventory costs money. You've got to store it. You know, 2/3 probably of our rent now is going into the storage of of stock. But what it does mean is our lead times are very short. Our MOQs are one, and it gives us that advantage with our customers that we feel is a benefit. And as a private owned company, Rob Hammond, our CEO, our owner, is a very wise man, and he's decided the investment in that stock is worth it for the business, and I completely agree with him.
Okay. So what you've described then is actually the reality is you're much, much more than just basically supplying boxes off the shelf.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah, yeah. That's, as I said, that's one area, but a very small area.
Right.
It's
Okay.
everything else that goes along with it.
Okay, fair enough. Well, listen, you've given a pretty good account of yourself. You've answered my query. You set me right. I accept that. Now, obviously, some people will recall that you did do a Mr. Ben impression in one of your last stand videos,
Yeah.
and I'm glad to see that you've avoided that this time round.
Actually, I got
Just
another.
so.
I was thinking of introducing it more as a Campbellwick Green thing of we'll do a roll call of Pew Pew, Barley McGrew, Cuthbert Dibble, and Grub.
Okay, no problem. Now, on a serious note, if you're watching this, you want to find out more about the Hammond range and about the Hammond ability to supply and help with your enclosure problem, follow the link. We always enjoy talking to Russell, and it's always good fun. But also at the same time, there is a lot there to find out. So thanks very much, Russell. Appreciate your time,
Thanks, Andrew.
and thanks everybody for watching.